Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to our social science subject, our disciplines and ideas in social sciences. And this is again your learning partner, Teacher Anna. So let's go to our next lesson. So in the previous week, you have learned about our subject orientation. So now let's go to lesson number 1. So today we are going to learn about the historical development of the social sciences and prepared by yours truly, Teacher Anna. So today we are going to learn and discuss the historical circumstances that led to the development of social sciences. Next is to discuss the relevance of the study of social sciences both to the individual and to society, and explain the appreciation of historical development of the social sciences. So at the end of this lesson, we are going to know more about this one. So let's go to the social science. So what comes in your mind when you hear the word social science? So it was coined by William Thomson in his book, An Inquiry into the Principles of the Distribution of Wealth Most Conducive to Human Happiness. So what does it mean? So in social sciences, this one is a branch of science devoted to the study of societies and the relationship among individuals within those societies. The term was formerly used to refer to the field of sociology. So original is the science of society, and which comes from the society and in relationship with the human behavior. So those are social sciences. So most likely social sciences are the umbrella of different studies, just like humanities, natural science, history, and a lot more. So we will go deeper into that in the previous lessons or in the coming lessons. Now, let's go to the next one. So, let's have humanities. So, what comes in your mind when you hear the word humanities? So, just like you really love to be in the strand. So, humanities is this refer to field of study that deal with how human beings process and document human experiences. So, most likely, this one is the study of human experiences. So it includes the study of ancient and modern languages like literature, philosophy, history, archaeology, anthropology, human geography, law. So it looks like some of the students also want to be a lawyer. We have the politics, religion, and art, and even for psychologists. So it looks like IU and Christian want to be an psychology or psychologist. So scholars in the humanities are humanities scholars or humanists. So now that is for what we call the humanities. So let's go to the next one. So we also have natural sciences. So according to Leduc's 2002, are disciplines that focus only on studying natural events using scientific methods. The origins of the natural scientists or sciences can be traced back to the Renaissance in Europe when most intellectuals started using systematic methods of investigation. So this one we need to learn more about the natural sciences so that we will know what are the explanations of natural phenomena. And at the same time, we will know more about what is happening with our natural environment because this is where we live. So always remember that natural sciences is a branch of science concerned with the description, prediction, and understanding of natural phenomena. So based on empirical evidence from observation and experimentation, mechanisms such as Peer review and repeatability of findings are used to try to ensure the validity of scientific advances. So, for the development of social sciences, so when we say that social sciences boast of a long and interesting history, so without humans, uh, social or the development of social sciences will really not happen. So it is because of us. So it has a very interesting history and one that is shaped by the individual's inherent desire to find answers to unresolved questions, study the rise and fall of institutions, and understand the socio-political circumstances of particular historical periods, as well as the people's increasing awareness of the variety of human experiences. So it is because we are increasing, or the awareness of the variety of human experiences are increasing. So that's why social sciences are also developing. So that is for the development of social sciences. Now let's go to the need to explore the world. So why do we need to explore the world? So we need to explore the world. It is because we need to have a systematized human knowledge. So this is rooted in our curiosity. So we want to know a lot of things, and we have a lot of questions that it need to be answered. So, and we need also to learn the world around us. So in this way, it comes to the study of Aristotle also laid the foundation of what would later be known as scientific method. So he proposed that the truths of nature can be discovered through careful observation of empirical facts. So what is a reality? What is empirical facts and applications of reasoning that is really happening? So that's why to one's observations to arrive at answers to scientific inquiry. So this is not the study or the step-by-step way of having the scientific method. So now let's go to the rise of medieval scholasticism. So what does it mean, the rise of medieval scholasticism? So it means here that one might say that had Greeks not endeavored to study all things in the name of rational inquiry, so the social sciences would not have been born. So because of the rise of medieval scholasticism, here comes the social sciences. So we have the rational inquiry about our own. That's why here comes now the social sciences. Now let's go to the scholasticism. So what is a scholasticism? So always remember that scholasticism is the marriage, okay, the marriage of reason and religion as a method of learning. So just like a lot of ideas about salvation, like in John 3:16, we have, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." So in this reason, a lot of Christians really know and believe that they are already saved. So in that reason, uh, we have now the marriage of reason and the religion. So most likely because of that certain verses, we can now come up with the reason that we are really saved, or Christians are really saved. So that is scholasticism, but a lot of it, a lot of ideas and theological study of religion is also one way of reasoning. So, like for curses, for blessings, and a lot more. So we also have Saint Thomas Aquinas. So who is Saint Thomas Aquinas? So look at the picture. That is Saint Thomas Aquinas. That he is an Italian Dominican. So his prominent publication is the Summa Theologica, or what we call theological summation. So it is regarded as one of the greatest works of medieval scholasticism. So Siya yung nanguna. Yung greatest work niya is the theological summation. So, now let's go to the next one. So let's go to the next slide. So this is the science, secularism of society or and society. So here we have now rise up the humanism, the age of reason, the age of enlightenment. So when we say humanism, so it is a philosophical movement which places the human being's capacity to reason and rationality at its center. So as the scientists said that we come from the ape or we come from the animals. So the difference or the differences that the animals and humans have is like humans have the capacity to reason while animals can't. So it is also affirmed by the dignity and the worth of all people. So it advocated secularism, distance learning from religion, and rejected the supernatural and belief without reason. So this is for humanism. So most likely, we humans, we doesn't believe in something that without reason and without basis and without facts. So for the science secularization and society, there is also come the age of reason. So what is the age of reason? So this was characterized by the academe. Moving farther away from theology now, yeah, we are going far away from the religion, so we are having now the knowledge or the academe. So, away from the theology and faith based approaches to knowledge in favor of schools of thought. So, there is now schools of thoughts such as rationalism. So, this is exemplified by Rene Descartes and empirism, which is represented by John Locke. So, we also have Age of Enlightenment. So when we say Age of Enlightenment, this was both an extension of and reaction of the Age of Reason. So dahil marunong na tayong mag-reason, we have now the rationalism and the empirism. Now na-enlighten na tayo. So this is now the Age of Enlightenment. So it was both an extension of and reaction of the Age of Reason. So now the scholars of the period continued advocating reason and rationally and rejected superstition. So hindi na sila naniniwala sa mga superstitious belief. So leading to further decline of the church influence in society. So now, dito na nagsimula na separate na yung state at saka yung church. So, let's go to our first social scientist. So first is Frances Marie, Francoise Marie Arouet. So Francois. So it looks like he is one of the social scientists. So he is a princess or came from France who's writing an advocacy of social reforms. So he really want a social reforms. So influence important figures in American and French revolutions. So nisikat siya ato nga time sa American and French revolutions. So next is Immanuel Kant. So next we will have Immanuel Kant. That is from 1724 to 1804. So who is Immanuel Kant? So he come from Germany. So who sought to merge the debating schools now? So dito na nag-start yung debate kay Immanuel Kant. So which one is much better? Is it the rationalism or the empirism? That is the time of Immanuel Kant. Now, let's go to the next one, and this one is Adam Smith. So Adam Smith, who is Adam Smith? So he comes from Scotland and his work is the wealth of nations. Like he really believed that the nations are wealthy, but he doesn't know it. But sometimes uh, it looks like hindi lang siya na-manage ng maigi or na-mismanage lang siya. So that's why here in the book of The Wealth of Nations by Adam Smith, gusto niya maintindihan ng lahat na tayo ay or ang ating bansa ay mayayaman. so in different way. So that's why he is called the father of modern economics. Adam Smith is the father of modern economics. So next is uh let's have the last topic, and that is late modern period. So in the late modern period, it was a time of much change. So marami na talagang pagbabago. Dahil nalaman na nila na kailangan may reason, kailangan may fact when it comes to ideals. So it was a time now of much change featuring a flurry of scientific, social, artistic, and political development. So from that very simple reunion of the society and the church, now separate lang yung state at saka yung church. So here comes now the scientific studies, the social, the artistic, and political developments. So here it really shows that this one is really important in the late modern period. It is because mm, hindi na tayo papapaniwalaan ng mga tao kung wala siyang scientific evidences. So that's why if you want to acknowledge or if you want to influence someone, so you need to have a very nice scientific study or a social study, an artistic study, or a political development. So that will be all. So please answer the focus question and assessments, and then always do your best, guys. Humanities on the rock. And always make your parents proud. So thank you so much. So let's go now to your activities. See you. Bye.